What's up, guys? Joe here. Been a while since I put up a video, hasn't it? It has. I'm sure nobody's feelings are hurt. No love lost. My little small, puny YouTube channel. Nonetheless, I'm gonna go out today, take some pictures with the family, get some pictures of my growing boys, do some fall-time stuff here in Ohio. But I know here a while back I recorded a video, and I wanted to go ahead and give that to you guys. It's not much. I was going to release it immediately, but I thought I would sit down and get a little crafty with some editing, put in some annotations, stuff like that. But I realized while driving home here, it has been a while, so I'm just going to go ahead and give it to you raw, throw in my little intro, and call it quits. So oh shit. That's the thing about Ohio, you got deer that just run out, no warning. Anyways, now that I've almost totaled my car and I've wasted some time talking to you guys, enjoy the video. Stop back. See you guys soon. See ya.
Yeah, baby.
What is up, ladies and gentlemen? Well, 99.7% gentlemen and 0.3% ladies. I don't really know how that works out, but according to YouTube analytics, that's the pie chart of you audience. So here we are today. I wanted to talk to you guys about the definitely old, not necessarily a new item, but it's one I haven't showed you guys yet, talked to you about yet. So I just wanted to do just that. This is the Kel-Tec KSG. This is a very, very early model. In fact, they haven't really changed a whole heck of a lot. However, there were some problems with this one in the beginning. Not mine specifically. I haven't had any issues with this one. Actually, I got this from a friend. Bought this off of him. However, I was around when he first bought it. I think I did more shooting of this than anybody during the duration of him owning it. But again, it just hasn't been shot a whole heck of a lot. Anyways, so maybe some problems will arise for me. It's hard to tell. I know the main problem I believe that everybody would gripe about online is that with the Kel-Tec, it is a pump action 12 gauge shotgun, and in the receiver there, in the slot where the shotgun picks up the rounds, let's see, there is a well, you'll see here, just as any other shotgun, you've got those that ramp there that picks up your rounds or your shells. And I would hear that, I've heard that hasn't gone low enough for some people, or that the rounds that they were catching on the magazine tube when they would eject out of the magazine tubes to be picked up and lifted up into the barrel. Beyond that, I haven't heard of anything else. So just wanted to get that out of the way. I don't know if you guys are having that problem. I know Kel-Tec's done some work on the newer models to apparently relieve that for anyone who was. But again, that's all I've heard. So yeah, this is the Kel-Tec KSG 12 gauge pump action shotgun. It is a dual magazine tube shotgun, single barrel on the top. And it comes with a Picatinny rail on the top there. And you've got a nice handhold there below your double magazine tubes. Your pump action grip, your foregrip there, is nice and wide thanks to there being two magazine tubes. And then in order to pump it, There is a switch right in front of your trigger guard. It is ambidextrous, so no matter if you're left or right-handed, you simply pull that down with your pointer finger and pump the shotgun to get a round began to be loaded. So we've got one in the chamber now. I'm gonna go ahead and reset the selector switch and alleviate that. And while we, since I brought that up, I'll go ahead and talk about the selector switch. So the Kel-Tec KSG shotgun has 2 magazine tubes, and what that means is you have a selector switch to switch between tubes. Let me see if that's picking that up. Yeah, I think so. So you've got a magazine tube on the left and one on the right, and then in the center you've got a selector switch. You can either disable both magazine tubes by putting it in the center, or you can open. You basically, when you switch this back and forth, you're simply blocking the magazine tube, kind of putting a finger in front of it. So whatever one's not blocked is the one that you're going to be drawing shells from. I've got one tube loaded up with some Shorty Federal birdshot shot shells, and the other one's loaded up with some Federal slugs. The exciting thing about the Kel-Tec KSG is that it is one of the few shotguns on the market that allows the use of, mini shells. So with that being said, let's see. I want to show you guys one. I'm not going to let anything get into the, not going to let anything chamber. It's kind of the neat thing about this, simply by finagling the selector switch, you can pull shells out of the magazine tube without the concern or safety issue of them going into the bore, going into your barrel and being set up to fire. So yeah, these are mini shells. You guys might have seen them. They're very popular by Aguila, A-G-U-I-L-A. I think that's how it's spelled. They're a very popular maker of them. I've got a slew of those, and they come in all the common goodies. They come in birdshot, which is what that is. They come in a 1 ounce slug, and they also come in buckshot. So there's probably some other stuff out by now. I don't know. Maybe they've got some mini dragon's breath or flechette rounds, ball and cable or something. I'm not sure. Pretty exciting stuff though, because by utilizing these mini shells, the Kel-Tec KSG has a maximum capacity of something like 25 rounds or 21 rounds or something. Meanwhile, if you want, this shotgun actually holds, or it also facilitates the use of entire 3-inch shells. So that's pretty exciting stuff. If you want to use it, with full-length shells, you can, and if you want to use it with birdshot, you also can. I don't imagine this would be the smartest gun to hunt with, being that, at least here in Ohio, I think you have a 3-round capacity limit. So I don't know about other states, but I can't imagine very many states would want you moseying around the woods with more than 20 rounds of 12 gauge loaded up in your shotgun. But yeah, nonetheless, it's a great option, I would imagine, for home defense. Other than the noise, it's you know, you've got the ability to put you a grip on there with a light. By doing so, that acts, make sure the selector switch is disabled both cylinders. Magazine tubes, you know, by putting a grip on there, that gives you a, not only does it give you a nice grip, but it also gives you a really user-friendly way of racking around. So kind of nice. So yeah, pretty basic, pretty plain, nice bullpup 12 gauge shotgun. They kick like a mule depending on what kind of rounds you got. They are a downward ejecting shotgun. What else can I say? I don't know. Yeah, they've they've done a good job, I believe, with the Kel-Tec KSG. They take down pretty simple. You've got just some typical takedown pins right there that you can push out and drop your receiver and do some maintenance on and cleaning. Maybe we'll do that later on if anybody's interested in that. Other than that, it is what it is. 12 gauge pump action shotgun with loads of capacity. I think with the, I'm gonna get this wrong probably, with the 3-inch shells, or say like regular 2.5s or whatever, birdshot, or 2.5s, whatever, I think the capacity is something like 10 or 12. So even if you're using regular stuff, or you don't have minis in your area, or you just simply don't want to pay for mini shells, you've still got a heck of a capacity. So these are really cool. Now they also come out with a couple new versions of this. I think there's the KS7. There's also the KSG 25, which is really exciting. It's this same shotgun, dual magazine tubes, but they are extended. And it's called the KSG 25 because it will hold 25 rounds of 3-inch shells. So I really want to get a hold of one of those. I'd love to shoot one of those. I'd love to own one of those. I just can't picture, you know, if this thing holds 20 or 21 rounds of, you know, the minis, then the KSG 25, I believe, will hold like 41 or 42 rounds of the mini shells. I just can't imagine having that many rounds of buckshot or that many slugs at your disposal. I think I'd probably run through a lot of those pretty quick. So yeah, well, without further ado, I've set up a little shooting gallery here, so we'll go ahead and pop some rounds off with the KSG. I'm going to try to blast these with some slugs. We'll see if I'm accurate enough to do so. Get my ears on. What do we got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right. And these are standard length slugs that we'll be shooting. Make sure we've got the right chamber, right magazine tube. Yeah, these are 2 3/4 inch Federal rifled slugs, 1 ounce slug. So let's do it. See if these sights are sighted well enough to take care of some water bottles. I have no idea if you guys can see me. Guess we'll find out. There's just something so fun about that. All right. Whoops, I hit my selector switch. So this specific Kel-Tec KSG, I have an extended selector switch on because the one that comes on it is kind of short. It's kind of farther up into the action there, and where I was shouldering this and had my wrist, and I just did it again, where I was shouldering this and had my wrist tucked in, whenever I stood up, I bumped my selector switch and released a round before I discarded my spent casing. So we'll go ahead and see if we can't get that taken care of. Yeah, maybe that's something that people griped about. Who knows? That's obviously can be done, but I wouldn't see that to be a problem with the sorry, I'm trying to do something and talk. I wouldn't see that to be a problem with the standard selector switch, but obviously if you're not paying attention like me, it could be an issue. All right, just trying to make sure I get this back in the right tube. It's kind of awkward. It's kind of awkward because I've got the lifter and I'm putting my finger through to put it up in there. Wrong tube. All right, goes in the left one. Open that up. All right, we'll go ahead and block up. Oh, well, crud. What have I done? All right, guys, sorry for the video cut. I was a little distracted with the camera going, trying to remedy my issue here. But basically what I got going on is I was shooting, and it's a it's kind of a running fact, or at least something that is talked about with the Kel-Tec KSGs. When you're racking the KSG, you can't be gentle with it. So, you know, after you take a shot and you go to rack it back, you know, you really gotta mean business. You can't, if you're kind of gentle with it when you're pumping it backwards or pumping it back at you to release that spent shell, you can short stroke it. So essentially, you bring it back and it allows the gun to try to pick up another shell. However, you don't bring it back far enough to discard the spent shell. So it looks like that's what I've done. I was just in the process of trying to get out the live shells from the magazine tubes so that I could feel good about going up in the chamber there and getting my spent shell out. So we'll go ahead and try to do that with the help of my nifty skiff knife. If you guys are fans of the Demolition Ranch channel, both Matt and Rob from Lunkers TV released a line of skiff knives, and boy, let me tell you, they're worth owning. I would definitely buy another, and most certainly plan on it. It just so happens that when they release them, you got to be fast because they do go quick. So definitely not sponsored or paid to talk about their stuff, but I will say I'm a proud owner of it, and it's a quality piece of quality knife nonetheless. So, well, I guess I was too excited. I guess you know what it is. This shell casing heard me say skiff knife, and this thing was scared as all get out to get a piece of the skiff. That's what it was. Earlier I tried to I was trying, as you could see, or as you seen earlier before I cut the video, I was trying to rack it and discard that shell, but every time I did, it was dropping another shell to be racked up into the gun there. So those were getting in the way. I had to get them out of there. But now that they are, the gun did its job, and we are clear. So, yep, nothing in there, nothing in either tube. You can see by the white plug in there, maybe. So let's go ahead and load up and put it back on safe. Can't because it's not racked, I guess. Now it is. We'll put it back on safe and we'll load up. So I've got 2 more things of water and 4 slugs. Maybe we'll go after a steel at like 120 yards here and see if we can't plug a piece of steel with a slug. I highly doubt it, but I'll try it. Try anything once. So we'll put back in our Federal slugs. And I have no idea what I'm going to do with this bird shot. Guess maybe we'll just try to cut some of that wood up in the pile. Pluck it at the ground, see what that does. All right, so we'll get you guys turned back around here. Turn back around here and go ahead and take care of a couple water jugs. Uno momento. just got a notification on my phone that it's about to thunderstorm on me again, so that's fun. All right. Can't remember where I put the slugs. I think I remember. Yeah, there they are. Kel-Tec KSG water bottle challenge. This is how we do the bottle flip challenge. Little one first. That worked. Big one last. I'll short stroke it. All right, so we've got 2 more slugs. I highly doubt we're gonna hit any steel, but if so, you'll definitely be able to hear it. It's a 1-inch slug at 100 yards. Yeah, this ain't gonna happen, but if it does, I'm the 12 gauge champion of the world. I don't think I have very much shoulder left after these slugs. Should have put my 50 pad on. All right. I think I took a chunk of my wood out. That's about it. I'm not sure. I'm gonna have to go back. I'm gonna have to go back on the video and listen. I almost thought I heard a ding. I almost thought I heard a ding. I almost thought I did. That would have been pretty great. All right, got a couple rounds of birdshot left. Not gonna do a whole heck of a lot. We'll just we'll put them in that light colored wood there at the bottom. See what happens. Oh. Oh. I thought I had more birdshot than I did, and then I got that last trigger squeeze and went and flinched like a little baby boy. Yep, I'm out. That's it, guys. Kel-Tec KSG. Worth owning? Yeah, I'd say so. Worth racking like a little baby boy? No, probably not. Because if you do, you'll short stroke it, and you'll need your skiff knife to scare the spent shell out of the gun there. I think these retail for between $600 and $700, depending on where you're at. I know they come in a few different colors now, configurations. I seen a gray one the other day while I was up at Fin, Feather, and Fur. That thing was quite sexy. This one's obviously the black one, and they come in flat dark earth as well. So very cool shotguns, 12 gauge, hold a lot of rounds. They're fun to shoot, really fun to shoot. Don't know if they're fun to shoot at steel. I'm gonna go ahead and end this so that I can go back and listen for that ding. Matter of fact, I'm gonna go back and inspect my steel and see if I've got a big old splatter mark from that 1 ounce slug we shot at it. You guys have a good day. Thanks for stopping by. WTF Joe, out.